LightSpeed Quiz 2018, number 10, with 3/4 of the way through. And today I can almost guarantee that the winner will be, well, the person who will go to the top of the table will either be Michael McPartland or Lee Warburton. You can't, if you play the same as you played last week and Dave Bill doesn't, you've got a chance as well. It's 20 questions, first on the buzzer. It's 2 points for correct answer, 1 away for an incorrect interruption. So, good luck everybody. Pop, incorporating. Pop, jazz, classical, radio and musicals. Good luck everybody. Number 1. Hooligan, A Glorious Day. Steve Rhodes.
Embrace.
I knew you were going to be all over that. When my weakness is none of your weakness. Business. A Worldie Offbeat were all singles for which West Yorkshire band? Let's Get Moving. Having a UK number 2 chart single to their credit, but no number 1s, and taking their name from a rarely mentioned sidekick, which group are fronted by Patrick Stump and Pete Wentz? It's Fall Out Boy. Mike Lee's one for you. How much was owed to the bells of St Martin's in the song? Oh, Chris Curtis.
5 farthings.
It is 5 farthings. We can have a look at the answer there as well, perhaps on the screen. Chris Curtis, you are in the joint lead. Reset. Ben E. King with a Billboard number 29. Shirley Bassey with a UK number 6 in 1963. Both had hits with which song? It was subsequently covered by Tom Jones in 1970, who enjoyed transatlantic success with it. We've got Michael McPartland's having a go.
Big Spender?
It's not a big spender, but I can see where you're coming from. Dave Bill.
What's New Pussycat?
No, Steve Rhodes.
It's not unusual.
It's not unusual. Steve Lacey.
Stand By Me.
No, Norman.
I Who Am Nothing.
Norman, you're in the joint lead. What a great answer. A little round of applause for Norman for that one, I think. Dragging that one out when all around were losing theirs and blaming it on themselves. Okay, Benny King, that was. Excuse my Latin or Italian, whatever it is. Caterina Corano Osceola Regina de Cipro, or Caterina Corano, the Queen of Cyprus, which you all knew, didn't you? Alina Regina de Gioconda, Alina, Queen of Gioconda, and Lucy de Lammermoor, loosely based upon Sir Walter Scott's historical novel, The Bride of Lammermoor, with 3 of the many operas. Oh, Norman on a press.
Donizetti.
Oh, Lee, you wanted that one so much. Norman, how is life up there at the top? Next one is so, I hope. Yep. Ronnie Size, Fred Wedlock, Robert Wyatt and Tricky are all from which city? Dave Bill.
Brizzle.
Brizzle is correct. Dave Bill, I knew that was yours. I did have my... right, carry on, sorry. Thank you. Fadi Fawaz, F-A-D-I-F-A-W-A-Z, an Australian celebrity hairstylist and a freelance photographer. Dave Bill.
George Michael.
Can you finish off the question for me, please?
Was boyfriend at the time of his death or something?
He was. He discovered him on Christmas morning.
Not working behind snappy snaps.
Here we go. This confused Ashton when I asked him, name the Blue singer, not the Blue singer, the singer from Blue, and celebrity Big Brother housemate, Steve Rhodes.
Lee Ryan.
Lee Ryan is correct, Steve. Hands up if you were going for Lee Ryan there, people.
He's the only one who's been in it.
Yeah, okay. Lee Ryan. Not victory, not fate.
Reset.
So good job you said that. Not victory or fate. What name is generally given to Beethoven's 5th piano? Oh, Michael. Not Emperor, not Fate.
Moonlight.
No, but it was a reasonable guess. Michael, you are now in the last place. Ouch, that's got to hurt. Chris Curtis.
Eroica.
Norman.
That's what I was going to say.
That's what I was going to say. Was one of Beethoven's, but not that one. Lee.
Pastoral.
Not the Pastoral. You named the symphonies, Steve. Enough. 5th piano concerto. It's the Emperor. Lots going to Charlie. By what name did Reginald Kenneth Dwight achieve? Norman.
Elton John.
Was that it?
That was achieve fame. Achieve
You're
fame.
impressed, I'm thinking there's a swerve here. Surely it's not
I don't call me Mike Lees. Which 1990 show, musical show, featured the tunes Ain't Nobody Here But Us Chickens, Let the Good Times Roll, and Is You Is or Is You Ain't My Baby? Chris?
Boys called Mo.
No, nope. Lee?
Spin image.
No, we finished, so you're good to go.
Oh, I know what it's called. Balls.
Michael McPartland, come on.
Five guys called more?
Bloody
I'm
is.
going to give you that 5 guys named Mo, but you can.
Lee Jordan. It's the Lee Jordan.
How many points were there?
Louis Jordan.
Louis Jordan.
3, right?
Who had UK top 10 hits with Find the Time in 1986? Rain or Shine in the same. Dave Bill. 5-star. Lee, you were 300th of a second behind.
Fucking crap question, that one.
Why are you saying?
Am I missing something here,
That was when
Michael?
the guy rang into Live and Kicking or whatever it was in the
Oh, yes.
morning. You got a question
Oh,
for
yeah.
5-star? Yeah. Why are you so fucking proud?
So, if you think you're sponsoring LightSpeed Quiz, you know this is how we roll. The original lineup of which band or which group included Gary Talent on bass, Steve Lacey,
E Street Band.
and Norman was there as well. He both of them.
Clemens coming out at any point soon?
Guess which position he was on the list. And there's no what's his name who was in the Sopranos either. He wasn't in the original lineup.
Oh,
What's
no.
his name?
Bassini.
No, the guitarist.
Steve.
Steve
Oh,
Van Zandt.
Steve Bassini.
Steve Van Zandt.
Oh, Van Zandt.
Steve Van Zandt, yeah, he's not in.
Steve Van Zandt. There's Roy Bitton on there.
So I'm going to give Steve Lacey some points. There you are. Welcome to Yorkshire. It's not the same since you went away. 1961's Il Federale was the first film scored by whom? Dave Bill?
Sergio Leone.
No. Simon Chilton?
You got a Montenegro.
No.
No one gets that.
Lee?
Ennio Morricone.
That's what I've done. I know exactly what I've done.
Lee, well, and they were great friends. They were at film school together, and so I can see where you went. It's a fun that, but that was terrible.
Yeah.
Shame on you.
Did well, actually.
In a case of reverse nominative determination, Frank Beard was Dave Bill. Why? Was the metronomic tight drummer with which band? Not Genoa. Nicknamed La Superba, who's Dave Bill?
Montserrat Caballé.
Oh, what? And 2 more people, Norman and Chris, there as well. Did you were you there? Oh, great stuff, Dave Bill. Yeah, Olympic Games, etc., etc., etc. Go on, watch Bohemian Rhapsody. It's wonderful.
Is he good?
Which song from? Do you want me to sing this or just read it?
Read it, please.
Which song from Wicked begins? King. When? Michael McPartland.
Define Gravity.
Nope.
That's the only one you know from Wicked, is that what
Whenever I see someone less fortunate than I, and let's face it, who isn't less fortunate than I?
It's
My tender heart tends to start to. It's popular. Popular. And
got there.
move things along. You got there eventually, but it's a buzzer quiz, so unlucky. Popular. Whose 5 chart singles in reverse order of chart success were Nappy Love / Wild Thing? Steve Lacey.
Goodies.
Steve Lacey. Keep your eyes on your own scores and let's move right along. Yeah, Father Christmas, Do Not Touch Me, and Funky Given / Sick Man's Blues were at the end of that particular list. Which operetta does Kelsey Grammer sing in its entirety in the guise of McPartland?
Picture as Pinafore.
Correct. I always wanted to say, like other ones of that, is HMS Pinafore, in the guise of Sideshow Bob as a last request that he offered to Bart Simpson prior to executing him. So, Michael, that's a lovely, my favourite 2 points of the day. Reset. Because when you're researching the questions, it's nice to just check that one out. Who reached number 1 in the UK on the 15th of August 2009 with Never Leave You? Dave Bill. I'd finished the question. Chris Curtis.
Katy Perry.
McPartland.
You're not Lewis.
No, it's one of those. It's Tinchy Strider. It's an Emily. So that's that one. And that's the end of that particular quiz. So we're going to reset that. And can you give a nice little round of applause to Dave Bill and Norman Wilson, Steve Lacey, Steve Rose with a credible 7. Art, incorporating art, architecture, food, language and literature. Are we all good to go, all on green? Yeah. Gentlemen, start your engines. What is the most famous book by Newt Scamander? First, Chris Curtis.
Fantastic Beasts and Their Fun.
Correct. 2 points. Welcome. 2 people pressing there. Which 3-word expression for seasickness is used by Dave Bill? It is correct. Maldomere by the frog. Okay. Name the animal hospital and visitor centre based in Norman.
Miss Tiggy Winkles.
Absolutely. Lee, were you there as well?
Yeah.
It's Tiggy Winkles.
No, it's St. Tiggy Winkles.
Well, Tiggy Winkles
Yeah,
is,
Tiggy Winkles.
is based on having a book in the name of the
If you had to give me
British.
Tiggy Winkles at that point, the table will go over.
It's Tiggy Winkles Saint. Oh, don't judge me. Don't judge me. Norman, you owe Chris a point somewhere along the line. Point, not a pint. Reset. In which 1966 film and 1953 dystopian novel were the fire department the bad? Dave Bill.
Fahrenheit 451.
It is 451, I always get it wrong, but you're right, absolutely. Designed by Richard Rogers and Renzo Piano, along with Gianfranco Francini, and housing the vast public library, the largest museum for modern art... Oh, Steve Lacey.
Pompidou Centre.
The largest museum for modern art in Europe, and ERCAM, a centre for music and acoustic research, named the building in the Beaubourg area of the 4th arrondissement of Paris near Les Halles, Rue, blah, 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 named after a French pet. How about that? What a great answer. Steve, you have got as many points. Which maritime word stems from the Old Norse for outstretched arms? Dave Bill.
Albatross.
Steve Rhodes.
Starboard.
Chris Curtis.
Horizon.
McCartney. You.
Ahoy.
Simon Chilton.
Maelstrom.
Lee.
Widdershins.
It's a fathom.
Oh,
6 foot.
Obvious.
Yeah, that's why there wasn't much else in there for you. I hope you forgive me for not elucidating on it too much. So, next one is this. Which word links a pastime, a toy horse, and a Dave Bill?
Hobby.
This is where you make it on the simpleton stuff, eh?
Oh, thanks.
And something else, which I forgot what it was. Damned by Faint Praise, I think it's called. Which national newspaper launched by Eddie Sharp in 1986? It's that easy, David.
Today.
Low-cost newspaper. Which of Shakespeare's... Oh, goodness, and everybody was in there as well. Which of Shakespeare's plays begins with Saturninus opening the hustings against Bassianus with the words, "Noble patricians, patrons of my right, defend the justice of my cause with arms." Dave Bill.
Julius Caesar.
Nope. Chris Curtis.
Timon of Athens.
Michael McPartland.
Coriolanus.
Norman.
Titus Andronicus.
I love the way you're going from the bottom of the list, working up towards Romeo, Juliet, Macbeth, right at the top. Correct! Titus Andronicus. I thought somebody might have pressed in Basanius with Merchant of Venice with Bassanio. It's a kind of similar name, I guess. There's another Portia somewhere as well in Shakespeare. I don't know where. Next one is this. Good luck, everybody. Jacopo Comin. Dave Bill. Tintoretto. Was also known as Jacopo Robusti, but it's best known as a Renaissance artist with what mononym? Renaissance artists are allowed mononyms. Jerry Halliwell is not. Allium phobia is... I've not finished the question.
Garlic. Oh, onion.
Hat trick.
Right.
Yeah. Yeah.
Yeah.
Hat tricks help.
Garlic, onions, leeks, chives. Surely.
Well,
No,
just garlic, according to Wikipedia, but
Yeah.
we'll check it out. Check that out, people. Check that out. Okay, the next question is, name the Banksy picture which Dave Bill.
Girl with a balloon. Girl with balloon, sorry.
Yeah, thanks for bailing me out there. Girl with balloon.
Girl with large balloon.
Name the Norman Wilson picture.
I see what you did there, Norman.
Isn't it renamed now Girl Left in Bin?
Best T-shirt is that picture, shredded. It's beautiful.
Apparently it was supposed to go the whole way
Oh,
down.
really, yeah. Malfunction, didn't
Yeah,
it?
broke halfway down.
Making it even more valuable.
Yeah, at least you got something to do. Yeah.
Here we go. Let's moving right along. Dot, dot, dash, dot is the international Morse code for which letter? Lee,
L.
McP,
W.
Chris Curtis,
X.
Steve Lacey, Simon Chilton,
M.
Dave Bill.
Z.
Z was last month. Steve Rhodes.
T.
No, don't go for one pointers. Come on, Norman.
H.
No, it's the F. It's the F. So, hey Sam, I'm sorry we've got to kind of get going here. So off we go. Reset. Shout buzz if you know, Sam. You've got some catching up to do, by the way. We're halfway through round 2.
Okay.
Tilt 2. Who lived from 1846 to 1920? He was christened Peter Carl, and about 1885 produced the first of 49.
Buzz.
Go on.
That was right.
It's correct. Sam Roberts on a very technical buzz there gets 2 points, and let's welcome Sam Roberts here. Quiz, yeah. So you should be able to go in a minute. But if you can sit next to Norman, I really would appreciate that. Fabergé, eggs, Alexander III, blah, 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 blah. Which literature Nobel laureate died on November the 27th, 1950? Oh my goodness, Dave Bill.
No, I don't know.
I was going to give you the answer. What do you say?
I don't know.
Right, okay. McPhee.
Faulkner.
Yep.
I was going to take this one.
Died on November the 27th, 1953, at the age of 65, with the words, I knew it, born in a hotel room and died in a hotel room.
Pasternak.
No, it's a reasonable guess. Chris Curtis.
Heaney.
No. Norman.
Russell.
Nope, it's Eugene O'Neill. Eugene O'Neill. So, famous last words. Well, actually, not famous last words in this case. Who or what is an odalisque? Norman.
She works in the harem. She's a
Yeah, it's a kept woman, a slave woman, a Yorkshire wife. I always laugh at my own jokes, have you noticed that? I keep saying to myself when I'm doing this,
Yeah,
stop doing that, Stephen. But it's hilarious. Odalisque. Never had one. Usually with a round body and bottom,
Is that an odalisque?
partially or completely covered with a close-fitting straw basket. Oh, Chris Curtis.
Chianti.
I'm afraid not.
It's great.
With a close-fitting straw basket Which Italian bottle lends its name to an English word, Norman?
Fiasco.
For a laughable failure. Fiasco. Correct. Norman, look at you go. Wow. What happened to Tess of the D'Aubervilles in the last chapter? McParlin. Yeah, it's implied. It's never actually, but it's very much implied. So, yeah, she was executed, hanged. So, very tragic indeed. But Angel Clare got away with it, didn't they? Eh? He ended up with some tail, didn't he, at the end of that? An odalisque. Michael McPartland, 2 points. Back in the black. 2 to go. The Uffizi Gallery looks down over the pond. Go on.
Florence.
Absolutely.
Oh, is that
I was going to go on.
That's all there is to it. It's, you see what I'm doing here, keeping everybody on the toes. I've got to throw ones in for people like me to have a shot at when I'm playing, so I just do the favour. Mind you, I just look at this gathered company here and it's very exalted. Don't join in LightSpeed Quiz, you've got no chance. Okay, last question on the arts and what does such a word mean. Okay, Bob Ewell, Carl Pernier and Tom Robinson are all characters in which novel? Steve Lacey.
Kill a Mockingbird.
It is To Kill a Mockingbird. Well done. Steve Lacey, nice little score. Steve Rhodes, are you still here? My man. So, another great score for Dave Bill and a great score for Norman Wilson. Norman Wilson is going to win the handicap so easily. I'm going to show you the handicaps at the start of the next round, which will be next week. Well done, people. Great round.